Hello, my loves. It is Charisse from claimyourfeminine.com and soon to be shamelessmovement.com. And I wanted to talk about something that's really been in the ether a lot. And it's just this. It's okay to stop doing. So I can't tell you how many conversations I've had in the last week, 2 weeks, what have you, where a lot of grief, a lot of loss, a lot of transformations, transitions that were not necessarily like, hey, I want to do this next. This is what I want to experience next. Or it could be situations that have been simmering for a while that are just reaching a point. And what I want to say is, if you want to lie down, if it just makes you want to lie down, lie the fuck down. If it just makes you want to cancel all appointments and burrow under the covers, do that. We have such an overwhelming pressure, internal and external, to do. We have so many roles, to continue to be the friend, the mother, the partner, the daughter, the sister, the et cetera, right? The business owner. That it can feel like, I don't have time for this. I can't possibly deal with this. But what happens is when you continue to do, when your entire body is saying, stop, when everything in your life is saying, stop, I want you to know, I want you to feel this. You are completely worthy without the doing. You showing up, not showing up. You, just your existence on this planet is enough. I say that because that drive to continuously do comes from, it's like a thing in us that's like, if I'm not giving, if I'm not doing, if I'm not being meaning like in that role, offering, whether it's a new program in your practice, or whether it's taking your daughter to ballet lessons, or whether it's having sex with your husband or partner. You do not need my permission, but you have it. You don't need anyone's permission, but you have it. Stop. Stop doing. Just be. Wallow in the muck. Yeah, it feels shitty. And you may or may not be ready for this. It also feels kind of good. One of the biggest signs when I knew, so as a family, we have like a history of depression, anxiety through the generations. And so my daughter was not untouched by this. And I knew that she was on the path to healing when she could cry. When she stopped like resisting the shitty feelings and just, as scary as it felt, like let herself cry. Because it feels vulnerable, it feels scary, and also I call them teargasms, right? Because that release is totally necessary. The being in whatever feeling that you're experiencing. Don't fight it. Just let it be and move with it. If you are feeling like getting on your knees and pounding the floor, then do that. Safety tip, bring in pillows, right? You can pound on a pillow. You can hold it. You can throw it, right? Move the feelings through. And I invite you to, in that really being present and letting yourself just forget the obligations. Fuck the obligations. Okay? It'll all be waiting for you tomorrow, next week, whatever, however much time that you need. Nothing's going anywhere. As you're really present, just witness. There's like a soupçon, a little flicker of pleasure, plaisir, right? Like just pleasure in the sense of, no, it doesn't feel good to feel shitty, but it feels. There is an aliveness, right? So I invite you, just go there without apology, without shame. That's all I wanted to share today. Once I purposely did it, like no makeup, my glasses. I'm in my writing clothes. I'm just behind my keyboard today. But I really just wanted you to know that it is okay to stop, to get off the merry-go-round, to get off the hamster wheel, because we need this too, right? Just like we have our cycle where we are going, when you're in that, like after your cycle starts, before menopause, it's very obvious, right? We have this very obvious pre-menstrual, the menstrual kind of like inwardness, and then the opposite of that cycle, which is oh my god, not ejaculation, ovulation, right? Which is that's kind of like more external for most of us. Some of us it's flipped, right? And that, by the way, that cycle, that energetic cycle of like in, out, you see how it's echoed everywhere. And you don't have to be on your cycle or in that stage of life to feel that cycle. There are cycles where energy is like, I just need to draw in. And other times when energy is like, yeah, what can I do for you? Right? Freaking honor that. And when something happens in your life that brings you to your knees very often, it's because you need to go into the rest, into that lull, into that space of just no doing, no thing, nothing. Yeah. So that is my message for you today, my loves. You are enough without doing a single solitary thing, with just being, existing, breathing. You're enough. From my heart to yours, I love you. Take what you need and pass it on.